sir.
Yes, come in.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir.
Please be seated.
Thank you, sir.
Please give a brief introduction about yourself.
Sir, I am Anjali Garg. I was born and brought up in Chandigarh, and I have done my schooling from DAV Model School, Chandigarh. Then I opted for medical science, and I got admission in VMMC and Safdarjung Hospital, Delhi. Sir, in my leisure activities, I do bhangra and play badminton. So,
Dr. Anjali, how are you?
I am doing good, sir. Thank you.
Anjali, if you look at your def, it suggests that you have close connection with Punjab.
Yes, sir.
Both your parents are from Punjab. But I can see that, and though currently you're living in Panchkula, which is in Haryana, but you've taken Chandigarh as your home state rather than Punjab. You've taken Hindi as the qualifying language rather than Punjabi. This is despite the fact that you have mentioned that you like Bhangra and all. How do you affiliate with the Punjabi culture? Do you have problem assimilating with the things?
Sir, I was born in Chandigarh and I have lived 20 years in Chandigarh and I have studied there. So, I have read Hindi since my childhood. And, sir, my parents are from Punjab, but I have not actually lived there for any long time. So, but I affiliate with the culture because since Punjabi speaking regularly occurs in my home, and sir, I perform Bhangra and there is a culture of Punjabi in my home, so I affiliate in that manner. But because of my studies and because of my further education in Delhi, I have not much connected to the Punjabi language and culture.
Today is Lohri,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Tell me, who was Dula Sarkar and why, why this folk tale of Dula Sarkar is associated with Lohri?
Yes, sir. Today is Lodi. Sir, there is a story that there was a Dula Bhatti who saved two girls, Sundar Mundariye, from the Mughals. And that is why we celebrate Lodi. That is one reason for celebrating Lodi.
Why would Mughals threaten somebody in Punjab? What was the issue?
Sir, as far as my limited knowledge, sir, I have read that the Mughals, they assassinated Jahangir, Jahangir assassinated Guru Angad and Guru Tegh Bahadur was also assassinated by Mughals. So I feel there is a connection and because Mughals wanted to dominate and there was some kind of problems with the Sikhism. So, but I am not very well read about this, sir.
Okay, you can always read it. When you were discussing this, the status of medical sciences and the doctors thing, I always wonder that everybody I want to become a doctor. It is a reputed thing. But we never come to know very many celebrity doctors in our country. If we talk about US, we talk about other places, the doctors do command a certain social reputation, special, it's a celebrity status. Even in the COVID times, we came to know of many, many doctors in different countries, not in our case. Why do you believe that beyond a ceiling, doctors are not rising in their social reputations?
Sir, I feel that doctors have a very reputed image in India also and people respect them as treated as gods.
Taken. But why not celebrities?
So because they are more involved in their profession and they are more working towards their profession and also there is more patient load. So they are overloaded with work also and they do not have much time for socializing and going to maybe larger functions.
This is something that worries me because it is reflected in many other decisions also. For example, when it comes to relationship, they are more in inbreeding, doctors marrying doctors, doctors dating doctors, rather than being more of a social acquaintances in other places. Do you believe that it is time when the social life of medical fraternity be revised a bit?
Yes, sir. It is normally true that doctors are dating same doctors and in the profession because we spend more time there only and I have spent 5.5 years in Safdarjung Hospital. So I have met those people. But definitely, sir, with the coming times, we have now telemedicine and more technology coming up and we can have doctors coming into the social fraternity too so that they also enjoy more work-life balance.
If you talk about COVID, experience of COVID from the medical perspective, it suggests 3 changes that this epidemic has taught us, which we should bring to the medical education in our country.
The 3 changes that there should be changes are needed in the medical education for preventing the further outbreaks. The first is that in the medical curriculum, there should be more focus on the preventive part. Now, totally more is of curative part. So, like a COVID appropriate behavior or any preventive measures. So, number 2, in the medical curriculum, we should include more of a medical research because that is, I feel, lacking. And number 3 is, it is more of a, again, there is a less focus on the rural areas. Now, NMC has come up with the family adoption program in which students will be connected to the rural areas. But till now, there was not much focus on that. So, we need to focus on that also.
Thank you.
But you tell me, Anjali, why doctors are wary of serving in rural India?
Sir, there are various reasons why there is a shortage of doctors in the rural areas. Sir, number 1 is that one is that when doctors are specialized in MD or MCH and DM, so there is not adequate facilities in the rural areas as per their skills. So one reason is that they feel it is not adequate. Number two is, sir, there is safety problems for women also, that they do not feel secure there. And number three is, again, sir, the facilities and mostly the infrastructural part, the transportation part, that is bit weaker there. So
Meaning thereby, even after 75 years of independence, successive governments have failed to create necessary infrastructure to attract doctors to serve in rural areas. That's a sad commentary on the working of bureaucrats in the country.
no, sir, since 75 years of independence, we have increased an outreach to the rural areas, and there are primary health centers, no doubt. But still, according to more facilities in urban areas comparatively, there is this problem.
One thing which worries me, that I find a lot of violence against doctors in various hospitals and medical colleges on one pretext or the other. But the other aspect is the civil servants. Even if a civil servant is incompetent, nothing happens to him or her. Why? Can you analyze the situation?
Sir, I feel that true that there is more violence against doctors than civil servants. So I feel there are reasons. Number one is that doctors are directly dealing with the lives of the patients, and that is a very emotionally connected problem, and it is a critical situation. And patients and their relatives want immediate results. So the outrage and anger is more. And number two is, sir, I feel also there is more safety and security provisions provided to civil servants than in the hospitals.
Okay, that's wonderful. There is a perception emerging that big pharmaceutical companies, they have taken over control the entire healthcare system in the country. Do you agree with this perception?
Sir, I feel that India's pharmaceutical industry is one of the largest industry and supplies 20% of the global demand of generic drugs, and has more than 3,500 manufacturing units. So it is doing its work in a very good manner. But there are some issues where there is a bit of dominance of them. But I, sir, feel in the larger area, it has led to the prices at a very feasible rates to India, and we are growing in the pharmaceutical industry too, sir.
Once you join the administrative service, look into this aspect. This is a very important area that a doctor should focus on. Last question before I pass it on. You must have heard of Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley is a company, is a bank, and it submits its report on working of various countries. In its latest report, Morgan Stanley says and believes that next decade is that of India, and India will become a locomotive of change in the world economy. Do you agree with this report or findings of Morgan Stanley?
Sir, I agree with the report that India will become a leader in the world economy in the next decade. Sir, I feel because number one is that India is at the stage where demographic dividend is highest, so we can reap the potential of the youth. Number two is India is the 5th largest economy and is growing at a good growth rate, so that is one factor. And number three, sir, with the boost of manufacturing facilities like the production linked incentive schemes and the bulk parks which we are developing, India has a lot of potential for the sunrise sectors also. And also MSMEs contribute a lot to the growth, and that will also help in India achieve a better growth in the future.
Anjali, you are an MBBS, that too from a very prestigious medical college. Why did you not pursue a career there and instead chose to join the civil services?
Sir, I think both civil services and doctor's profession are valuable services of our nation. But sir, my motivation to pursue civil services, it occurred during the clinical postings in my college, when I observed various hardships faced by the patients, and along with the healthcare problems, there were many larger issues at play. Sir, I would like to relate an incident. Sir, when I was posted in a gynecological emergency duty, a girl 12 years old came to me, and I realized that she was raped 6 months ago and she was even pregnant. On further talking to her, I realized she had not been gone to school ever, and there was no primary health center in her village. So that really broke my heart, and I felt that being a doctor, I can cure her, but I want to have a larger impact and have a platform where I can be a position of authority and can make some decisions and impact a larger level.
Okay, that's a very noble idea.